The following podcast is recorded and produced by Emerge, a media creators co-op, in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com.
Welcome back. This is the Zack Square Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Zack Moranto. Joining me today is my co-host, Zach Cease.
What's going on? What's going on, Scott?
What a surprise. He's finally back for the first time.
First
Fucking
time.
gosh.
Just like always. Back for the first time.
Yeah. Makes so much sense.
That doesn't make sense, this whole statement.
I thought it was back again for the first time.
Yep.
What?
I thought you used to say back again for
That's what I just said. I
That's what
said
we
back
said.
again for the first time.
Sorry.
Dang,
Yeah, well,
he's got the headphones
as
on
you
and
can see,
everything.
he's rocking the headphones too.
Takes
Now he took them off. He feels offended that we made fun of the headphones.
No, I checked the levels and then I've been wearing those headphones all day. So
Yeah.
I've been here all
That's
day.
fair.
And then I went home, and then he's like, "What are you doing here? We're doing a podcast." I'm like, "I thought it was tomorrow." And then I read my text. I don't know how to read.
Hear and read?
Well, I was running a podcast. I was running the Trapner podcast, and I was looking at my phone, and then he was I was like,
You got LASIK, though, right? Didn't you?
"Yeah."
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
no, but I have to wear the readers though.
Oh, okay.
So I switched it so I can see when I golf. That's pretty much what it was for.
Okay. So you're like...
Because Zach was like, "Damn it, I don't know where your ball is.
I
You
can't
suck.
find my own ball.
We're in the woods.
He's probably needs glasses, too.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I have
He
good
just-
eyes.
he
I
just-
just can't
he
find
just hits the ball into the
when
woods.
it's- when it's-
Doing his eyesight.
I just can't find a ball that's deep in the woods or in a pond or
Doesn't
or
matter.
way
We
far
have a good
right
time.
somewhere.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
That's fair.
you know.
All right, we don't even keep score. So
Yeah,
all right.
as usually as I say, this is the most inconsistent podcast in the world, and 2023 is no different. We're still inconsistent as shit. This is like a 2-week break instead of a 1-week break.
Didn't
this
we
time.
say we were going to be consistent in 2023?
No? I said we're gonna try.
It's
but we can't
2023,
promise.
so I don't know about last. What year did you say?
2024, we're gonna be consistent.
2024.
Yeah.
It's already too
Lock it
late,
in.
Yeah.
right?
We got it.
All right.
We're going to be consistent in 2024.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
All right.
Yeah, I said a lot of things. I said we're gonna make a TikTok. That never happened. I said I was gonna post clips. That never happened. Like, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have time to edit. I'm sorry. If you find us an editor, I'm not paying him. But if they find an editor for free, I'll post clips.
For free is crazy. For free is crazy.
Yeah, because that's how capitalism
If you
works.
enjoy editing,
If
you're
you enjoy
looking for
editing
a
and
free-
don't like getting paid for it,
if you're looking
contact
for
the
an
Zack
internship-
Squared podcast.
No, it's not. It's not. It's an internship. I'll sign off.
internship.
I'll sign off.
Why don't you ask what's his face, Tyler White?
He's at school.
Yeah, he's at school.
See, they have this thing called the internet,
Oh,
and
they
you
do.
could just share the file with them through like Google, and then he
in the
could.
middle of the rugby season, though?
Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah, he's
Rugby in
that's
the
his
winter?
major though.
don't know.
That's his
I think
major.
it
That's his
starts-
major?
He's majoring in media communication,
Oh,
whatever
oh,
broadcasting.
okay.
Not rugby. You can't measure.
I was
in-
like, what?
yeah. So I have a degree in rugby. Give me a professional job. I don't think it works that way.
Never
mean, you
know.
could-
Coach for New Zealand or something?
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
sick.
Although you have to get a coaching license
Why
for
New
that.
Zealand? I
New
just
Zealand's good.
picked- oh, okay. I just was wondering why you pick like the opposite side of the world.
Yeah.
The All Blacks.
Yeah. They're sick.
How do you? Did you know?
Yeah.
Is this something that I missed? Is this guys
we,
are rugby?
we just follow ESPN on Instagram.
Are you guys
so we see
rugby
random
closet
stuff.
rugby fans? And I didn't know this.
No,
Rugby's
that-
cool. Never
no, I
watched
just-
I didn't say rugby wasn't cool. I just didn't know
No,
anybody
so-
in this room knew anything about rugby.
No, so when I used to, Joe used to have like this rugby game that we play at his house from like everyone like once, and Joe would just always use the All Blacks. Like that's what their nickname is. Their jerseys are all black.
Oh,
Yeah, with like a
okay.
little leaf.
Yeah,
Got it.
Cool.
so Joe would always use them. 'cause
rugby
they're the best
jerseys
team.
are pretty cool though. I gotta
Yeah.
give that. Those are pretty nice.
Yeah, it's like Australia,
Yeah,
New
they're cool.
Zealand,
Yeah.
Ireland, Scotland. Wait, one of them.
the shorts are too short and too tight though. That's nobody don't wear those.
Yeah. The U.S. is like,
Yeah, we're at rugby.
Yeah, it's like the U.S. men's national team. That's just our thing.
No, I think we're better like in comparison. Our rugby
our
team.
rugby
than-
team's better than our soccer team. I know that.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so many countries that play rugby are actually good at it.
Yeah.
that is true.
And the U.S. is the world champions in football. So
Yeah.
And world champions in baseball.
I also know a little bit about cricket. If you want to hear some little bit about cricket.
sure, tell us
I don't
about
know
cricket.
shit about cricket.
Well, Australia is usually the best team.
Okay.
India tries to be the best team, but they don't. You know, they're not. They just can't understand why a billion people can't make the best team. At least that's what I read in a book I had to read for school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because half their population has the financials to play cricket, the other half doesn't.
Yeah. Well, cricket's kind of like, it's just baseball, but like it's like a rich man thing over there
Yeah.
still too. So
And they got
it's
that
pretty
stupid
much,
looking bat.
England plays cricket,
Yeah.
don't they?
England's, I think, one of the better teams.
Yeah.
All the like British teams are decent.
They have a lot of funny names for things too.
Yeah.
Like the names are all
It's
like,
like a try. No, it's
yeah,
rugby's a
like all the
try.
names for everything that happens is all pretty funny stuff.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
they're
names.
goofy names. They're like,
All I know about cricket is, I'd rather watch it than baseball, and Australia is usually the best team every year.
okay,
But yeah.
all right.
Yeah, but I think it's been the longest time it's taken to get in the drink of the week since drink of the week's been introduced.
Probably by a good few minutes.
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
a good few
yeah.
minutes. Yeah, so we're evolving.
good.
Back with a bang.
It's Mashi's fault. So.
Yeah, I blame Mashi.
Hey.
We had to introduce
This is my
Mashi.
first time.
Yeah. This is his first time.
You got to learn how this podcast works,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You can't like change,
Can't blame me for this.
screw it up. You know,
Um,
so
But I have
Just let
a
me get my second episode.
YLBC Young Line
hold
Brewing
it under the
Company,
camera. Under the camera.
Pilsner.
Under the camera.
He said, I am under the camera.
No, that's where his hand is. Put it over his hand, and now it's upside down.
What do you mean it's upside down?
Turn it around. 180-degree flip.
It's not upside down. Upside
Well,
down.
Oh,
Here.
Here.
oh, I'm sorry. Does that help?
Upside down would be this. This. is not-
Okay, there you
so,
go.
yeah.
There you go. You got it now.
We're so
This is
good
a
at
polished
this.
podcast.
Yeah. So
I
I
have a Figo.
Mashi has a saliva.
Saliva.
Mashi, you have
I got the
saliva?
grape.
That's a what?
Fago.
Czech Pilsner?
I have no idea. Let me take a look.
That's
At
a-
it.
Set it on a little
Is
blue
it
stripe.
Fiago? Fiago?
Uh,
I think that guy's a great soccer player.
brewed
That
with
Fiago,
pride
he's
in
very
the
good.
Finger Lakes.
New
So,
York beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of the lakes, all five.
Yes. Didn't say
Not one
one.
lake.
It's a
all
long
five
brewery.
of the
So it's,
finger. It's a real big ass brewery. It's huge.
The little.
That was a good crack. Sounded good on the
That's a top
headphones.
crack. Why'd you sniff it?
We're evolving the ASMR on this podcast, all right?
Okay.
I don't know why I sniffed it. To be honest. I can't smell anyways.
The Sprint Medley Relay? SMR? Sprint Medley Relay?
It's a good beer.
He's finishing the can while we're waiting.
Slug it.
No one will be seated during the Zack drinking a beer portion of the
To
podcast.
be honest, as much as I love Pilsners, it's not my favorite.
It's not a great one.
No.
It's
not
not a
bad.
sit around drinking beer. That would
No.
be my comment on
I feel
that.
like I need
beer.
a steak with it.
That's
That's a dinner beer?
This is why you're my favorite child half the time, because because see how politically correct that was.
That was a good
Was it
save.
good? That was
Well,
good.
at least I'm not the only
But
child.
I agree. Like when I said it, I said this would be really good with a steak.
That's an eating
Yeah.
dinner kind of beer.
It's an eating a meal kind of dinner.
I need, like, steak
beer.
and
Like if you
potatoes.
go out to dinner, like you like some cool steakhouse and they had that, that would be a good beer for that.
Yeah,
But sitting around just on the couch, I don't think it's a sitting around on the couch kind of beer.
as far as Pilsners go, I'd rather just have a Blue Light. Or obviously, the,
You gotta get off the blue light though.
so
Yeah.
good.
Do you like Molson?
I like those beers, but I just don't drink them regularly.
I had a couple Molsons the other day out to dinner. I liked them.
I like Molson.
I don't mind Molson's. I got gifted.
I'd rather I like, but I like the blue light better than the Molson light, and I like Molson better than I like Labatt's. So if I'm gonna drink the regular version, I'm having the Molson. If I'm drinking the light, I'm having the Bud, the blue light.
I think Molson's the only one that I'd like more not light, like the regular.
Right.
I think that's the only one. Everything else.
I don't.
definitely light.
Molson's light doesn't taste like anything to me. It tastes like a Coors Light.
Yeah.
It's too
I
watery.
gifted a Molson at the Bills game, not the Bengals one. The one I went to against the
Tried to
Dolphins.
bring it up, didn't you?
No, the Dolphins one. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Fuck
No.
that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, the Dolphins one. There's just two guys dressed as Santa Claus walking around just giving out beers. He's like, "You
Oh,
want a free beer?" I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Absolutely. So he just literally was like a bunch. This was the game we went to with like Joe and all his friends. So literally, like everybody got a Molson basically. It's great.
Nice.
Fair.
You said they were Dolphins fans?
No, they're dressed as Santa.
Oh, okay.
when they were.
Yeah, the sack of beer. And I just handed them out. It was great.
That's actually pretty funny.
That's
Yeah.
class.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, because
The Great White North beer.
there was 2 Santas, so I was, allegedly I was a little bit intoxicated at the game during the tailgate, and Mrs. White, Joe's mom, was there, and I was like, "There's 2 Santas? My whole life's a lie." And she thought it was the funniest shit ever, apparently. I guess so. I don't know.
It's his assistant.
Yeah, but yeah, so Young Lion, you got to work on your Pilsners. I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll still take a sponsor. I'll change my mind if you sponsor us.
It'll be your new favorite.
But I'm gonna.
It's always the line.
I'm gonna
that
go
sponsor's
like.
gone now.
I'm gonna go like 7-1.
I think it's decent right here.
It's fine. Like I like it. Like I don't hate it. Like I'll drink it, obviously. Like, but if I'm choosing to grab this or another Pilsner or just another beer in general, there's a lot of beers I'm taking over.
Yeah.
So
It's fair.
did an all right job. Nothing special. Nothing terrible. Just a nice casual all right beer. Best of shit. The Fago. Oh, I guess I should probably get our other topics out. I kind of forgot what they were already.
Okay.
So,
Super Bowl.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, we can do a Super Bowl
Actually,
review.
yeah,
All right.
that's a day.
Being that we are the best football podcast on Emerge, the
Let's-
most knowledgeable football fans on
So
Emerge.
before we go any farther, I think I should bring that up. So you have to go to the Tank Talk podcast. We will be live on Friday night on the YouTubes, as it were, the Tank Talk YouTube channel, and you will get to witness the Zack Squared podcast being hoisted the trophy. But you know, like when they do the thing and you see them like engraving the trophy, we're going to see you applying the sticker, the Zack Squared sticker to the trophy.
Zach's going to have to do it because if I do it, it's going to end up all off-centered.
Well, okay.
Why, you're not good at putting stickers on
No,
Legos?
I hate stickers just in general. So
And then there will be, it's a fun film. Actually, and to be honest, if you go on the Tank Talk socials, there's a giveaway too. If you join one of through BetStamp, there's a $300 Ticketmaster gift card. If you join one of the betting socials that are allowed in New York State, and then they will pick one, and someone will be awarded the $300 Ticketmaster gift card.
That makes a nosebleed seat at the Super Bowl only $700.
Yeah, and there'll be plenty of guests.
Makes a nosebleed seat at the Super Bowl. Well, there's $4,000. I don't know what's the one you're talking about. They're like
But I'm
$5,000
only
to sit in, like, the top
tuning
row.
in
That was like
to see my
$1,200.
That was
son,
like $5,000.
my son,
Wow.
who I'm
Thanks.
proud of, hoist the trophy for all his hard work, and they all slept on you.
They did sleep on me. They said we
There's
stood
no way
chance.
all of us are sporty dudes and we know football.
I have a degree.
And you showed them all.
I do this.
I told
All
him.
right, I do.
I
this
told
shit.
him I should have put a bet on BetStamp.
I have a
Through
lot of
BetStamp.
friends who bet.
I'm retired. He's retired.
Because
Mashi's
you
not.
ran all your money.
I finished up.
Mashi's still in the game? You still in the game, Mashi?
Yeah, that's why my phone's open right now, actually.
Okay.
I made
probably had
3
the
bets
worst
this year.
run.
Guess how many of them hit?
I'm going to guess 0.
2 of them I made at the Bengals game, so that was just a sad day all around.
Yeah.
I went one of the worst betting runs of all time. So I just anything I touched burned to the ground. Didn't make any sense. I put on literally anything minus 400 didn't hit. Just,
There was
it was
time when
impossible.
anything you said in the group chat, we were just hedging.
Yeah, just it's just everybody was. I'm like, I'm just gonna put this here so you guys can win. I was sacrificing for the boys.
I took this.
But
Someone
then,
go
if
hedge
it was something I didn't bet on, like I said, United was going to win 3-0.
Yep.
Hit 3-0. Literally had the Rashford and Weghorst were going to score typed out. And it's like, nah, I'm dragging it too much. And they both scored. So
I was predicting prime games without
you
betting
miss
on
100% of the shots you don't take.
you do.
That's
them.
right.
Mean.
Wow, you should make that into a T-shirt.
Did you play hockey?
Actually, yeah. Now that you say it, I think I did.
Highlight of his career was laying someone out and also getting laid out.
Yep.
So
Only if I had the
who's
video
winning the
game
big game Sunday? Anybody who's winning the big game?
Fly birds fly. No, I don't.
Eagles.
This is the thing is Eagles haven't had to play a team really in a while.
I think the Eagles will win, and I want the Eagles to win. So what that means is the Chiefs are going to win.
You know, so I'm kind of on that vibe too.
See, clearly
I'm
you're a
just saying
Buffalo
the
Bills
Eagles.
fan because that's how we all think.
Yeah.
See, in my opinion, I have the power to control who wins or not. If I bet on the Chiefs, the Eagles are going to win. If I bet on the Eagles, the Chiefs are going to
Put
win.
a cent on the Chiefs.
Actually,
No, put your
the real
bank account
power
on
is
the
because
Chiefs.
I seem to be cursed. So if I were to go to the game, they would, for whatever team I was rooting for, they would lose because that's kind of my luck, and for the most part, when I go to these games,
Yeah.
Did the Sabres win on Ryan Miller night?
they do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
to be honest, I'm 50-50 on the Sabres this
There you
year.
go.
Well, the
I've
Sabres
been
Yeah.
to
are-
4
Wins.
games and I'm 2-2.
The Sabres are kind of just a 50-50 team.
But
at
they're
the
bad
moment
at home
anyways.
right now, so I don't even blame
I'm-
myself for that. Like it's
I'm
not.
0-1.
It's like when I watch a City game. If I watch a City game, they suck. Like if I take the day off and I'm all excited and I put my jersey on, they stink.
Every time I watch the whole game, we stink. If I get home from work, fall asleep, and wake up at
Right.
like 11:30,
Yeah.
and the game started at
Well, I'm
11,
not allowed to
they
have
play
any joy.
amazing.
We're
Yeah,
not
it's
as,
like
as
4-0
sports fans. I'm not
halftime.
allowed
Yeah.
to have any
Well,
joy.
I'm 6-1-3 in my or 6-3-1 in my last 10 sporting events.
That's not bad. That's, pretty good.
That's
Considering
good.
I was on a 5-year drought,
If,
basically.
if that
before
was
then.
baseball,
Right.
you'd be
Yeah.
like,
Granted, it
you'd
was
be,
COVID
that'd
and
be pretty
stuff.
good if that was a baseball record.
Yeah, but so because Chelsea lost and drew, um, both were heartbreaking. But the first one was just like preseason. I'm like,
Yeah,
it's fine.
didn't
We're
give
not
a-
gonna
They
have a
didn't
bad
give a
season.
shit.
Forget
That
about
Arsenal
it.
game didn't count. Like
No.
nobody. They didn't. There wasn't one Chelsea player
Arsenal
that
was
cared.
playing to like
Yeah.
try to win the Champions League, and we were like, yeah,
They
we're
were.
in Florida.
Like Arsenal, we were
Like-
watching the game. Like, calm down.
I was just like,
you're in
I'm
Orlando.
like, what are they on right
Like,
now?
stop
just
it.
Chill out.
Just stop it. You're in Orlando.
I was like, at that moment, I kind of was like, Arsenal might be a problem this year.
We did
Gross.
think Arsenal looked pretty. We did think Arsenal looked pretty good.
Didn't Gabriel Jesus score?
Who didn't score that game?
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
better question.
Good point.
Chelsea.
They're playing their fucking us. And then obviously we had the game at the Spurs game, which is.
But you
fucking
got screwed in that
robbery.
game. You should have won that game.
I knew we were fucked the second Anthony Taylor was announced as the ref.
Yeah.
Anytime you play Spurs, watch out for the refs.
Not even Spurs. We beat Spurs most of the time. It was just fucking Anthony. Anytime Anthony Taylor's there, we were like, oh fuck, we're not winning the game. Dude's a diehard Arsenal fan. He hates us.
Dude, there's so many refs
hates
that are
them,
fans
too.
of other
I know,
teams.
but I think he just hates us because we kind of took over as the best team in London for years. And I think he kind of despises like Spurs. Like, yeah, I can give Spurs 3 wins, then they aren't going to win shit. Where Chelsea's like, if I give Chelsea 3 wins, I mean not this year, but most years, like, yeah, they might win something. Not the last, honestly, not most of the last years, but
They won the
It's all
Europa League.
who?
Arsenal,
I didn't.
didn't they?
We beat them.
They didn't
We've
win
been
it
in Europa
before
League.
that?
No, they never won Europa League. Never won European competition.
Damn.
Tottenham's never won. They
Tottenham
don't-
hasn't
they
won
have
shit.
Tottenham
no-
hasn't won shit.
They
The
don't
last
have,
thing they won was the Carabao Cup in
Tottenham who?
2008.
Right.
Like, that doesn't count.
That's an empty trophy case.
Yeah.
If you go to their
Dusty.
museum, it's just like
There's
pictures of-
like a trophy case there, and it's like 5 trophies. It's amazing. It's funny as hell.
Why'd they even bother building the trophy?
I don't
case?
know.
It's probably like the women's team.
I don't think they win anything either.
I don't know. They're probably better than the men's
Reece
team.
James' sister scored a fucking beautiful solo goal. And then Reece said she's the best women's player in the world, which is a bit dragging it, but like everybody's like,
If I had a
what is it?
sister and she
Yeah.
was good, I would say that
She
shit
is
too.
gross though.
Yeah.
Like she's last year she was like, but this year she's playing out of her fucking mind. So far at least. So
Maybe Chelsea should sign her too.
maybe we should.
You signed everybody else in friggin' January.
I mean,
How
she's-
much money did you guys friggin' spend in January?
I mean,
Here comes it's spaced out.
it is spaced out. So we spent a lot,
It was
but
spaced out, and we gave
we
half of
found-
it to the Ukraine
not
charities.
half of it. We gave like
Well,
we're
the
giving-
one guy
and
is
One
like-
of the guys they
So-
bought is coming in the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, what
well,
is that?
2 guys technically, because we haven't even announced Nkunku yet. He's coming in the summer too.
It's like-
so
Yeah, and City's the team that's in trouble
Whoa,
for
whoa,
financial
whoa.
fair play.
whoa.
Sure.
Todd Bowley is at the wheel and he found a legal loophole. All right, we're gonna be
God.
bad for like 2
Why
years.
Americans
but it's fine.
shouldn't
Why
own
do you
anything?
think UEFA tried to sue us and then didn't? Loopholes. They're everywhere.
Loopholes. As long as it's illegal. Doesn't say you can't do it. But yeah,
I'm just waiting
I'm-
for Tixie to pull up with his lawyers again.
I left.
Burn
Yeah,
down,
Panic's back already.
burn down the Premier League.
Panic's back. The guy that was our lawyer last time.
Yeah, no, yeah, obviously.
Panic or Yeah, Ponic.
I mean, I
technically.
It's a cash grab. They want us
Yeah.
to pay fines.
It's just that, yeah.
It is. It's a
just
cash
to pay
grab.
fines,
It's
yeah.
all. It's like when, like, anybody who makes any money and plays soccer in Spain has been audited. Like, that's the thing.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you get a good contract in
Yeah.
Spain, just might as well just call them up and say, "Hey, can I just give you the money now and save the time
Yeah, like
and
Messi
energy?"
and Ronaldo. There you go.
Everybody, like anybody, like it's
Yeah.
look at them and it's a cash grab by the government.
Also, this is a really random topic, but so apparently Shakira found out that PK cheated from a jar of jam.
What?
Who?
So when
Who is
A
that?
jar of jam.
when PK cheated on Shakira,
Yes.
so PK never always said he hated jam.
Oh, I thought when you said that, I thought that was like the name of a player,
No,
like that I never heard
He
of.
said a jar jam. I'm like,
A
who?
Jara Jam. I thought that was like maybe a guy from like
No,
some country
literally-
that has funny names.
So Shakira was the only person. I think it was Jam at least. She was the only person in her house that ever ate Jam. Her kids hated it. PK hated it. So she had a freshly bought jar of Jam that she hadn't touched yet. She knew she hadn't touched it yet, and it was open and somebody ate out of it, and she knew it wasn't PK or
this
her
was
kids.
the ultimate setup
So-
by a wife.
So Shakira.
That's what I say. She said he doesn't like jam. I'm buying a jar of jam, and if he ever has an affair and she likes jam, she'll have toast, and I'll catch him.
So
Because
she
my
caught-
hips don't lie,
she
and I
caught
know what I'm
PK.
talking about.
She caught PK because of a jar of Jam. So fellas, be careful.
Schmuckers,
Careful means just don't
ruining
cheat,
marriages
but-
since
Don't let the
2020.
girl you're cheating on your wife with eat from your
Yeah,
pantry.
don't kick her out at night. Tell her she can't have breakfast.
Yeah,
Crazy.
let's not say don't cheat on your wife. Just don't let them eat.
Well, that too.
Only
that
butter
goes
on
without
bagels.
saying,
Yeah.
Mashi.
Only butter on bagels.
Only
Yeah.
butter, only cream cheese.
Whoa! We're missing half a butter stick, guys. What
like-
happened?
Yeah.
What happened to
Yeah,
the butter? We're getting on an actual.
That is
topic
great.
now.
I think
That's that's crazy detective
that
work.
was. I want to say that was 21 minutes of outstanding podcasting, gentlemen.
Yeah, we didn't even get to a top like a real
All right,
topic
so can we
yet.
close down now? We good? Good for the day.
Thanks
Well-
for watching.
Son of a bitch.
So if you sticking on sports, if you could go pro in any sport, what sport would you want to go pro in? And I'm saying right away, soccer would be great. Give me golf.
Longevity.
You get to play for a long time.
Yeah, there's a whole seniors league.
Yeah.
There's a seniors league. You get paid a shit ton of money. Like if you come in like last, you still get paid like $1 million.
Oh, MMA. UFC.
You're a psycho.
No,
You're
your,
a psycho.
your face is getting busted up. And
No, that
crap.
should be
Golf-
sick.
Golf is like
I'm
one of the most
6'3". Give me some muscle and some fighting.
Golf is like the
Yeah.
least taxing on your body too. Like you don't have to be good even. You can just be a shit professional golfer and you're still gonna
Yeah.
make money.
I'd do it like Patty Pimblett though. Like I'd enjoy my time off.
So you just gain 200 pounds
Yep.
whenever you
I'd get real fat
and then lose it all.
and lose it
See,
all.
if I knew I was gonna be good at it, UFC or boxing would be sick. Because they'd just be like, I just beat people up for a living.
Is there
I
a
mean, the
chance I
CTE,
could die?
like- Well, I mean, yeah,
You're playing a sport.
yeah.
Okay, then I don't want to do
You
auto
could
racing.
technically die when you're
I,
golfing.
I was going to say auto racing, but I'm like, oh, the car accident.
Yeah.
I'm saying golf though,
It'll be
because
fun, though.
it's not taxing on
F1
your
is
body.
dope,
It's
though.
so much more just relaxing of a pro sport.
How about-
you make stupid amount of money if you're
How about
bad?
yacht racing?
I don't think it's a thing.
They only do it like every 4 years. And the rest of the time, they're just rich people. Right?
Olympic snowboarding would be cool.
Snowboarding?
Yeah, it'd be dope.
Yeah.
Honestly,
But it's cold.
Snowboard.
I don't care about the cold.
No, I don't like the cold. What do you got, Mashi?
I like the idea of snowboarding, but I think I would go hockey. Just
think-
just from the love of hockey, I'd have to stick.
I
There.
I kind of think I'd probably, because obviously, yeah, soccer actually, though, I think, I mean, obviously I'd pick soccer if I
Yeah.
could.
It's just so much. It's just so.
But
much
golf
work.
versus hockey, I feel like hockey is.
Hockey's
Do
like a
you have to
fast-paced
go through
version.
the whole thing where you have to play in the minor leagues, like if you get stuck in Rochester or something for 20 years or something like that?
No, we'll just
Or
say
you
you're-
just immediately
Rochester-
make the.
You're,
You're,
saying
you're
good
going to
enough-
be good
you're,
at it.
You're good enough where you're gonna be a pro regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, so pro
'Cause
sports.
Rochester
Yeah.
technically isn't pro. That's semi-pro.
Yeah. Then
I'd be an NFL kicker.
That's another one I would consider. It's just so little work. You just have to do one thing. High pressure though.
as long
Yeah,
as you're
there's
not
not
the
this,
kicker
though.
for Dallas,
Watch
because
out.
you apparently stink.
Dude, that's
That was
that's
bad.
rigging. That
was
is
bad.
Give me a
biggest rig
month
to
to
that.
train. I'm not missing a field goal from 30 yards ever.
Well, 30
Yeah,
yards
he
you
made
shouldn't
it.
miss.
He made it.
Well, he
missed
missed
a couple.
PATs.
Yeah, that's
like
embarrassing.
those. Yeah.
Give me a month. I'm never missing a 30
So
yard.
you
field
said golf.
goal. I'm saying
Cease,
golf.
What did you say?
It's just so much more
Place
relaxing.
kicker. Punter or place kicker?
I'm thinking MMA still. I think that's just
He's
cool.
going MMA.
That's just cool.
Now she's doing hockey.
See, hockey's great too because like
With a backup of snowboarding, though.
yeah, hockey. What's great about hockey is I feel
It's
like
an
all
ice
those
guy.
guys still just party and stuff anyways, and like I feel like they're out of
Oh.
all the
You
out
ever
of
seen
all
Phil
like
Kessel?
yeah.
That stomach's because of hamburgers and
Yeah.
beer.
Out of all the like pro like major pro sports, I feel like hockey's like the most relaxed of all of them.
Yeah, because I mean,
sure.
you play, like you have to sweat your ass off for 30,
Yeah.
45 seconds, but then you get to go sit down for
Yeah, you're just
a
running
minute
the
or two.
sprints basically, but
Yeah.
with a puck.
I got
Yeah.
one. I'm gonna go men's field hockey in Europe.
Ooh.
Like the team that
there's
my
no
friend
money
Raph.
involved,
No,
though.
that team my
Give me
friend
the
Raph.
Kings League.
I know, but I feel like there's just not that much money.
Well, I
involved.
guess. Oh, I guess they didn't consider the money aspect of it.
Give me the Kings League in Spain.
Yeah.
Have you seen the Kings League, Dad?
No. What's the
So
Kings
it's like
League?
what is it? It's a
PK
5
made
aside.
it,
It's
didn't
like
he?
7 aside.
Oh no, I have
Yeah.
seen that. Yeah, I have seen that.
Aguero
Yeah.
plays in it.
Yeah.
He's actually
Yeah.
good enough. Mosh was telling me the other
Yeah.
day he's good enough to play like.
Professionally again, like he could come back and play.
I don't
That's
think
pretty
he
cool.
wants to,
He-
but
No,
Yeah,
he
he's
doesn't want to,
rejected
but
him.
he got
Yeah.
offers because he was fit enough to go back.
yeah, I
pretty
think he's
cool.
probably just gonna play on the safer side. Like he's like, even if I
Yeah,
am,
no, because at this point, like he would be coming back like a year or two before retirement.
Yeah,
like he'd be coming
like-
back to retire, basically.
right.
He basically already.
If he
retired,
plays,
so
if he ever played again professionally, I think he wouldn't. He would just play Argentina. Like he wouldn't play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
wouldn't
think he
come
really
back
wants
to England.
live
His
in-
family's all relocated back to Argentina.
Oh,
He's
did
not-
they?
Yeah, I think
I thought they
all
all
went.
lived in
Yeah.
Spain.
Oh, I thought they were in Spain somewhere.
Yeah.
No, I thought they moved back. I thought I saw something that they all moved back to
I
Argentina.
don't know. You guys would know more than me.
I thought he lived in Spain.
Wasn't the league he's playing in Spain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How often is that a
know.
league?
I don't know.
Well, pretty
Uh,
often.
Maybe I got it wrong.
It's like weekdays.
I don't know.
They stream it on TikTok.
Yeah,
All right then.
Oh my god.
Since money's not the issue, because I'm a rich
yeah.
dude.
I guess if you don't really care
Curling.
about money,
How about curling? Sweep.
I'd be pretty good at the sweeping part.
Cornhole. You
be
get to
pretty
be on
fun.
ESPN3 every Sunday.
I feel like darts would be cool.
Darts, yeah.
Just get to get hammered and just hit the bullseye every time.
Go ahead, Zach. Make a Ted Lasso reference because he mentioned darts.
Well, I wasn't gonna make it to last.
Yes, you
reference. No, I wasn't.
I was going to.
I didn't even say anything.
Be curious, not judgmental.
How about that? I'm left-handed.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Ted, have
It's
you
like the
played
best
a lot
scene
of
in the
darts?
show, or it's one of those.
Yes, I have. With my father every Sunday.
Still gotta watch Ted Lasso. You did yourself good by watching Last of Us, but you still gotta watch Ted Lasso.
You haven't
I
watched Ted
have
Lasso?
HBO Max. I don't
You have
Apple,
not watched
I don't
Ted-
have Apple TV.
Come, you make more money.
I don't have Apple TV, and it's
It's
expensive.
not like you. No, it's an app. You can get it on an app on your phone.
You have to pay for it though.
It's like $12 a month.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Get it
You
for a
have
month and
checks
then-
on your counter
I do
on
have
your
a lot.
dresser
And
that
I
you
get
haven't
paid-
cashed.
I get paid this Friday too.
Because
My
your
was
dad
yelling.
tells me that all the time.
He was
He's
yelling
like,
at me today. He said, "Did you got your checks yet?" I said, "No." He said, "Dude, we get paid again Friday." I'm like, "Oh fuck."
You're screwing up his accounting department.
No, they're all good.
Yeah.
I think. I hope.
How come our budget? How come our budget won't balance? Oh, Cease won't cash his damn checks.
No, I need to get direct deposit too. Fucking hell.
I don't know how.
Isn't
you
that
haven't
like
set
a
that up
visit
yet.
to the human resources
I
office and
have
just
the
put out a
paper in
form?
my house.
You
I
are
literally
the.
could give it to
You
my
are
dad. He
so
visits it.
effing. Like your dad's office is probably like 12 feet from that office, right?
It's closer to my mom's office.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. You can give it to your mom.
15
yeah.
feet.
Give it to Stacy.
Yeah, 15 feet compared to 14.
That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
All right. What's next there, Sunshine?
Let me look at the list. What we got here?
Water polo would be cool.
ooh, that's a good one too.
After you
actually,
can
yeah.
swim.
I can't swim.
I honestly thought one time when I was like really young, somebody asked about water polo, and I said, now they teach the horses to swim. Because I thought of polo, right? And you always picture like the guy like Ralph Lauren, and he's
Yeah.
on the horse. And I'm like, horses can swim? Because it's water polo. I'm like, what? I was probably 10. And my brother
To be
was
fair,
like,
polo is
no,
straight on,
there's no horses. He's like, it's just in the water. I'm like, just the guys. The guys are just in the water. Oh, okay. I thought it was like the horses in the water.
So my next one is if you could take over a famous role from TV or movies, what would it be?
A famous role?
Yeah. So you're just the character. You get to play the character now.
Do you get to change their actions, or are you stuck with their actions in the storyline?
You're stuck with.
This is like a
actions. Well,
reboot.
you have to, like-
They're gonna do a new show.
No,
or it's
you're
like
just
you're picking up the character.
You're picking up the character. You're
they-
starting as the character.
they-
They never played the character. You're the character.
You're not replacing the character. You just get to be the guy who was the character.
Yeah. So you're like
It's not a
new
reboot where
character.
everybody's gonna be mad
No.
at you because you took over
No.
the role.
You're the character the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, but like say like you pick like the stormtrooper who hit his helmet,
Yeah, that's terrible.
and you say so I couldn't hit the helmet. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking shitty. Like,
yeah,
that's,
you need a
that's
better
great
character. Yeah,
thing.
you need like a big brand.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
something. So okay.
Well, taking Star Wars and picking Mando.
I was thinking him or both.
I don't have to be on camera half the time, or most of the time. I just do voice acting, and then I get to watch myself be a badass when I'm not even in the suit.
And get to
So
hang
I'd
out
want
with
to. I'd
John
want to
Wayne's
be in the
grandson.
suit though.
You get to hang out with John Wayne's grandson.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know.
You could do cartoons.
Yeah.
Like
Low
you want
key,
to.
I don't know her name, but there's one girl that does most of the anime vocals for like multiple shows. Like she does like 30 voices in Naruto alone.
So you want to be an uwu girl?
No, she's like a 55-year-old woman.
Oh.
Yeah, like
All right.
it makes no sense. But she literally just voice acts for like a ton of shows.
I would be. What's this? I'd be every character in Rick and Morty. So that guy never got exposed.
That
for
guy's
being
not
his
doing it
wife.
anymore. Yeah.
What if you were being?
Yeah, thanks for the
Whoa,
Rick.
oh, jeez, Rick.
Yeah.
Oh jeez, Rick, why'd you beat your wife, Rick?
There's got to be
Morty.
some. There's got to be some. They
Morty.
won't say that, but there's going to be some joke
Yeah.
that is leading to the fact, like you know,
I beat your grandmother, Morty.
there's going to be something. They're going to work it in there. They've done it. I mean, they've done everything
They have
else that's
to.
completely inappropriate.
Christian-
so how can they not
Christian
work that
thinks they
in?
should just
Fucked
do
up
a
of a show
different
to
Rick
not
voice
do
every
that.
episode.
What was that?
Sense.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
too fucked up of a show to not do
Yeah.
that.
Christian thinks they should just make a different voice actor every
Like every
episode.
time, it's just a different guy. Yeah, that'd be kind of funny. Have like Dolly Parton do 1 week or something. You know, it's just people that don't even make any sense. It's like, you know,
John Cena, The Rock.
you love John Cena.
Who's
Zach.
the guy that's Colonel Sanders? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Which Colonel Sanders?
The one.
A lot of girls. There's not. You can't
There's
really
a lot.
describe them because they all look the same.
Yeah, they all have the same shit. I don't know. Like when they first started doing like the celebrities. As
Yeah, and
the
they had a
Colonel
bunch of
Sanders.
different guys doing it though. I don't remember. 'Cause remember they had different people. Then they get rid of that guy, and they got a different guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
All right. So you got what? What'd you do?
I said the
You're
Mando.
Mando.
I haven't really gotten one yet. I had a person idea, but not really a character.
See, a lot of the thing with a lot of my favorite characters, I wouldn't want to take them
That's-
because
yeah,
I want to
that's
watch them.
Yeah.
But Mando would just be cool to be Mando.
I'd be Groot,
I have to say one line every time. I am Groot.
but I wouldn't say I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I'm gonna go with Lieutenant Columbo. Because he was a short Italian dude, so it's like I still it would work. I love that show.
I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna pivot my answer. I'm gonna go Dom Toretto so I can drive the God Challenger.
I was on a podcast and we had to come up with theme parks, like fictional theme parks, and so we all had to do 10. It was on Eat, Sleep, and List, which is under Matt's network. That's a great podcast, by the way. Eat, Sleep, and List. It's a great podcast because every week they just pick random things and you just make a list. So it could be pizza, it could be sports,
Oh,
it could
I
be
know what you're talking about.
Eat, Sleep, and List. It's a
Yeah.
great podcast. It's Matt and Dan Torres, and I've been on, and usually they have another guest. I've been on a bunch of times. So we did, if we could build theme parks, we had to pick 10, and we had to invent rides. And one of mine was the Fast and Furious park. Like have a theme park that is all themed around Fast and Furious. So one of the things that I had was a restaurant. Because how does every movie end? Where are they always at the end of every movie? They're always having that stupid family picnic at Don's house.
It's like Marvel with the
So I
shawarma.
want like one of the restaurants to be like Dom Toretto's like backyard. That's what it looks like. It's all barbecue, but guess what style of food it is? It's family style.
That was the cringiest.
I gotta go.
Never seen in my life.
All right.
If anybody would like
End
to
of
be
the
our new,
podcast.
if anybody would like to be our new tech guy,
Yes,
we're
come
hiring.
on. Oh, we have. So when Ellie does a stupid pun on Last of Us, the whole world goes crazy. But I'm an actual dad, so I can do a fucking dad joke, bitches.
What the fuck?
All right. Anybody left? She's still trying
Arnold
to figure it out.
Schwarzenegger.
Which role though? You're supposed to pick a role.
All of them.
All of them. Oh, well, they're all the same anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
You'd be great.
To
You
the
would have been.
chopper.
You'd be great in Kindergarten Cop. That's his best role.
I watched that at work the other day.
Yeah.
Well, a
I
while
don't have a tumor.
Actually,
Mr. Moranto loves that line.
I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
I'm pivoting again.
Oh, here, my God.
I'm
Jeez.
sorry. I'm doing Rocky because then I have my own statue.
Okay.
I kind of want to do the man with no face in Game of Thrones.
The man with no face in Game of.
And the Arya
Oh, okay.
thing.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
That'd be kinda
Oh, that
cool.
dude.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Could be a disgustingly good assassin.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever knows how or why or what
Then
happened.
you could have been
but-
Pedro Pascal, but just don't
Oh!
finish.
No.
Because that
I
guy,
don't-
that was one of the coolest characters ever on TV.
It's
right?
one of
I
the,
don't wanna
it's one of the
get
most
my-
gruesome deaths in the
I don't
show.
want to.
though.
Yeah, I don't really want to get my eyes fucking ripped out.
Well,
by a
it's not
fucking-
really his
by the
eyes, just so you know. Like, he's just an actor. Like, he
Yeah,
didn't
but,
actually
like,
die, hence
I don't wanna-
the fact that he's on Mando now.
I don't want to be a
His
character
head also
that.
just does get smashed like a pumpkin.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be a character that just gets like just killed like that though.
Okay.
Like it's such a bad way to end your character, like a character. Not a bad way. It's a great way to end the character, but
Yeah.
I don't want to go out like that. It's like what's his face? Cersei's hand at the end when he like tells the Mountain, he's like, I demand you to like protect your queen, and the Mountain just goes fuck you and just like kills him like effortlessly.
Yep.
Just
That
by
guy had
pushing
it
him against the fucking wall.
I think I
Like,
had it coming.
yeah. Now he's an Imperial. Whatchamacallit?
Oh, yeah, he's
Andor.
on, what's it called? He's on Andor.
Andor.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's one of the whatever
Yeah.
the Nazis basically.
Isn't he like the head one?
He's like the head one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well done.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
next? What do we got now?
Next one I guess is breakfast food tier list.
Breakfast.
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 So when I always like to ask clarification questions.
Okay.
So when I say, do I say cereal or do I pick a specific cereal?
Just cereal.
Cereal.
Okay. Well, then it's cereal. That's tier.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than because you can eat cereal all day long.
Yeah.
I go home tonight and
This
have
dude used to disappear for 40 minutes to go eat a bowl
Right.
of cereal.
Right.
So-
Bowls of cereal.
because cereal's
You know
like
where I'm at.
if you get home and there's no dinner, you could say, well, I'll just eat a whole box of cereal, right? Like you could pretty much just have a whole box of whatever and call it a day.
Cereal is above S.
That's my
it's
biggest
cereal tier.
One of my biggest problems in life right now. This is my biggest problem now that I'm retired. If I get home and I say, do I want a bowl of cereal or do I want a beer? Because you can't do both. Because there's no way you can do both.
Milk and
So,
beer would be a bad
It's
combo.
terrible. So like that's gonna come back to haunt you about 4:00 in the morning. So I'm like, I really want a beer, but at the same time, cereal seems like a lot of fun. So like, you know. So
Pour in the fruity pebbles, and there you go.
like eat a whole because there's almost like no guilt in it. Like you're like I'm right. That's kind of how I feel.
I think there's
about
only
it.
goat that
So
you're,
I'm
like,
saying
fucking Lucky
S
Charms
tier
or some shit like that.
Is cereal, right?
Cereal tier.
Yeah.
Cereal. That's its own tier.
Nah,
Like,
Yeah.
I'm putting an S.
That's S. Yeah.
Yeah, it's S. Not its own tier. I think it's just S.
Well,
Not
I mean,
just
it's
S,
definitely at
but-
the very friggin' top.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole friggin' aisle for it in a grocery store, right?
Yeah.
See, I'd rather have like a full cooked breakfast than cereal, though.
I
Oh
agree.
yeah, but cereal alone, cereal.
So because that's I guess my clarification. Can you just pick a whole breakfast,
No.
or can you say like a specific
Has to be a
breakfast
specific
meal,
Item.
No.
like something
Items.
at Denny's, like the Grand Slam or something
Oh.
like that?
Like
Can you-
so like a breakfast burrito.
no, like he's saying,
No, but I'm
I
just saying,
want
like, a
eggs
breakfast
toast
burrito.
and a
Yeah.
side of home fries or something
Yeah.
like that. That's what he's
Oh,
saying.
okay, so then you could be like a sausage, egg, and cheese.
Yeah.
Well, that's a breakfast. It's like
So,
that's a
yeah.
specific. That's different though. 'Cause
It's a
like an
specific
actual-
order.
Yeah.
I think you
Yeah.
should be able to do an order. Because
Get
you
a
can't
bacon,
have
egg, and
like
cheese.
you can't have like eggs once over and not have toast. Because then that's just
I don't know.
stupid,
I eat-
right?
I eat eggs.
You kind of have
a
to,
lot.
but you need the toast
But we're
with
not
the
doing
eggs.
like all different types of eggs. We're just doing eggs.
I think eggs and omelets are the only things that would be different.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Because omelets is like a whole thing.
Bread and toast are different
If-
too.
I think
What
the
kind
issue
of
is,
textures?
for me, everything in breakfast
Different
is gonna
textures.
be S.
You eat bread with breakfast, not just toast?
I mean, I don't, but like, I'm sure there are people that just eat like bread and butter for breakfast.
Well, I don't.
Beans and toast.
Ugh.
Beans and bread.
Yeah, English
People are
breakfast.
disgusted.
I still
does
feel
not
like
eat-
because
Who the
I
fuck
feel
eats
like
beans
toast
with
by
breakfast?
itself is fine, but
I like toast.
toast with eggs is S tier.
Toast is like just
but toast
B.
by itself is not an S.
Cinnamon and
like
sugar
B.
toast?
Oh, well, we didn't say cinnamon and sugar toast.
Like French toast is
Right.
S.
Fresh toast is S. There's a lot of S's.
There is a lot
This
of
is a S
Breakfast
lot
is-
heavy.
Breakfast
Breakfast
is my
yeah.
favorite meal.
Yeah, S is a
Yeah.
good list. This
I mean,
is
I'm a dinner guy because I like
Yeah.
steak and pizza.
But you can have steak for
with
breakfast.
yeah, but
steak
it's not
and
the
eggs.
same.
So
You don't just make like a ribeye steak for
no.
breakfast.
So you've
I mean, most
never
people
had
don't, though.
leftover steak in the fridge and made eggs, put it together,
Yeah,
and said,
but it's
"Oh."
it never tastes as good as it's just like the steak from a restaurant. Most
You
of
put
the
it
time.
in that yolk and that,
Mm.
that sunshiny goodness all over
Steak,
the
egg, and
steak.
cheese.
Well, bacon, egg, and cheese is also an S.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel or something.
Is there anything that's not gonna be S?
I would put pancakes A. That's maybe
Pancakes
crazy
is
take.
A.
I'd put
They're not
pancakes
as.
a B, dude.
I can back that too.
What
I don't
about
mess with
waffles?
pancakes. Ooh, I like
Waffles
waffles,
are
more.
ass.
I like Belgian
A
waffles
Belgian
more.
waffle. Belgian waffle might have to be
No,
its own
I meant
tier.
like Eggo waffles.
Those are B.
Eggo
yeah,
waffles.
same
are,
thing as
they're-
They're a
pancakes.
B.
Yeah, any like frozen pancake or waffle is B.
I'm
Like
putting
a like a frozen breakfast sandwich that you have to microwave.
a
Is
Jimmy
like,
Dean.
Yeah, like a Jimmy Dean.
It's like a C. Same with
Okay.
like Pop Tarts.
Yeah.
C.
Yeah.
I like Pop Tarts, but they're just not true.
You like your
They're not
Pop
like a
Tarts
good
toasted or
breakfast.
just raw?
Depends on
I-
the type. Depends on the type.
I like them all raw.
I like
Just,
them
all right.
raw.
Anybody in
like a
here?
s'mores
How do you?
one?
I know Zach
Toasted
kind of
butter.
likes this, but what about oatmeal?
I love oatmeal.
Oatmeal's. I want to put oatmeal S because I love oatmeal, but it's an A.
A little oatmeal with cut up bananas and some maple syrup goes hard. Maybe some
Mosh?
blueberries, but I don't like.
Do you like
I haven't
oatmeal?
had oatmeal in like 7 or 8 years.
I don't like the texture of oatmeal.
What?
Oh,
What kind of oatmeal you like?
I'd rather
I
have
like the
grits than oatmeal.
old-fashioned.
I would rather
like
have
the brown
grits than
sugar one?
oatmeal.
that's what all my mom's ever got was the old fashioned.
I like the brown sugar one.
We have brown sugar in the
Do we
cupboard.
have brown sugar oatmeal though?
We have brown sugar.
But that's an extra step.
Put some
Oh
brown
my,
sugar.
you're so
Or
freaking.
some cinnamon. It's nice.
Yeah,
But you make the egg, so why couldn't you just while the water is boiling, you go and get the brown sugar
How do you like
Melt-
your eggs?
once over.
Well,
I'll eat
scrambled.
them anyway, but once over to me is my favorite.
You like it when it's like, I don't know. I don't know how to say.
I don't want it to be runny though. I don't like an undercooked egg. That's terrible. That's gross. Like when it's slimy. I don't like
Yeah.
that.
I like either sunny side up or scrambled. I'm pretty basic with my eggs.
Eggs and Italian
def-
toast to me, toasted Italian toast is really good.
I'm definitely a sunny side up kind of guy.
Because that's your disposition. You're a sunny side up kind of guy.
I'm always awake during the night. I'm so sunny side down.
And
kinda
we've
guy.
already discussed this. You guys have already discussed this. I think I was there that whenever you get up, the first meal you eat is breakfast.
Yep.
We've already done that discussion.
I eat breakfast
Yeah.
at 2 p.m.
But
Yeah,
you
I
can
wake up
eat
at noon, it's
cereal at
breakfast.
midnight, and it's not your first meal of the day, and it's not breakfast, but it's still allowed.
It's a snack. At
My
all times.
midnight snack can be cereal.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So when
I
you
had
were away
eggs
at
for dinner
college,
tonight.
because you're the only one in this one when I ate at college, was cereal a
Yeah.
big thing in the dorm?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that would be like
was-
accessible. It was there.
Very large,
Yeah.
large bags of cereal.
Yeah.
See, I said
Yeah.
my grocery. If I went away to college, I'd be fat.
A lot of microwave foods.
That'd
Yeah.
be good.
I said my weekly grocery run would be a loaf of bread, cereal, lunch meat, and then I would go from there.
Yeah.
Butter,
Yeah, like
Eggs,
just butter, eggs,
salt, pepper.
Yeah,
Eggs.
I'd get
eggs
orange
were
juice.
So good.
I'd get
It's like the
apple
only
over
thing
orange.
you could cook easily without having a stove or anything.
Yeah.
What, eggs?
Yeah.
What did you
just,
cook them on?
You just microwave them.
Oh, okay.
In a cup, you can make scrambled eggs in there.
Oh yeah, right.
tastes
right.
almost
Yeah.
exactly
Put
the
some
same.
milk in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
She's got the
Put some
DIY
milk in there. Mrs.
eggs.
Moreno,
Yeah,
Mrs.
no.
Moreno taught me that. Put the milk in the scrambled
Those were
eggs.
good. That was like the healthiest.
And then
thing
throw
I've
the
ever-
Shredded
cheese in
cheese.
when it's almost done.
Shredded cheese for sure.
And then put that right like into a toasted bagel, and then you're all set.
I would get a lot of pasta too, because I would just do buttered noodles
Yeah.
with Parmesan cheese
See, but
and like
how
a little bit of olive oil.
you have to get the pre-made ones.
Why?
You don't have a stove.
But I feel like a lot of dorms do.
No.
If I was if I'd
They
been
have
like,
like a mess hall thing where you could just cook it.
I think if I was
There-
19,
Some-
At UB there
depending-
was.
Depending where you go.
I also went to school during COVID.
right?
That was also not a thing.
Why they closed them?
Yeah, you couldn't go anywhere, dude.
Fucked.
There was nothing.
I felt like
I
if I
snuck
was
a
in
toaster
college
oven
during
in
that,
my
I would
room.
have been eating a lot of Chef Boyardee.
Oh,
I feel like I would have cracked open like a can of spaghetti.
With a lot of tomato soup.
Already.
A lot of tomato
I
soup,
when
stuff
I was a
like that.
kid, I loved SpaghettiOs. SpaghettiOs was great because you could. That's something again you could warm up real easily.
College ruined SpaghettiOs for me. I can't
Right.
eat them anymore.
If I was-
It's terrible, but you don't care.
if I was in your
It's you.
situation,
It's
Hot
just
Pockets
it's
all day.
you know.
Oh, pizza
Oh,
logs, all that.
yeah.
I say that. I think like that was just like my like the lunch meat cereal and stuff. That's like my basic, like my basic stuff. Then every week I just be like, I need to spice up my week. I'd be like Hot Pockets. Or I would just pick something random every week that I'd be like, oh shit, I also have like crazy amount of snacks.
Do we have any
Just
bad
going.
breakfast foods?
Well, we had beans like an English breakfast.
Yeah,
Fuck that
That's
shit.
not
Muffins are also another really good one. Donuts are another really good one.
yeah. Donuts and muffins are.
Those are like desserts for me. I don't even classify those as like breakfast. Muffins, yes. Donuts, no.
Yeah, I would classify.
Just
Donuts
so
are
much sugar.
donuts are one of those things you can just eat all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as my father would have said, you don't have to be hungry to eat a donut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hungry. It's a donut. You
Really?
just eat it.
Jesus is the best donut you've ever had.
Jesus is the best donut you ever had.
So
What the fuck are you talking about?
you haven't heard this
Where's
story?
AJ Jacoy when you need him?
So
To witness this.
when senior year, AJ Jacoy had to do the video for like the Lockport Cares, whatever. So we were there. I don't know why I ended up getting roped into going with him, but I had to go with him, and me and AJ filmed this
I
video for
remember when you
Lockport
did
Cares. Yeah. So that's where all those like this. I was just fucking around the entire time. Like AJ was doing like most of the work. I was kind of just like doing like a lot of. I actually was doing work, but I was just kind of fucking around while I was doing work. It's like there's like one point that, or I have like there's a clip of me going up to like with the camera like into the mirror in the bathroom, like #1 intern in the game, no one better. And I was just doing
Yeah,
fucking.
because
around,
that made
stupid
like the
videos.
goodbye video. That's in the
Yeah.
goodbye video.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, it's like the guy that's like runs it like came up to me and Eddie, goes, oh, we have this musician here that's gonna play a song, and I kid you not, the fucking like hook of the song was Jesus is the best donut you've ever had.
Yeah, he's like playing along and is like,
It's like
and
Jesus is the best donut
and it was
you
something that
ever
rained.
had.
And
I think I remember
Yeah.
hearing about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Now that you're saying
Well,
it.
because
I feel
AJ,
like I remember this.
AJ was working on this video for so long.
Yeah, it just kept going.
So long. And obviously it's for a good cause.
Yeah,
So like
it was
it's
just like the song that never ends. It was the video that never ends. It's
Yeah.
the video that never ends. They kept asking for like these ridiculous minor changes.
yeah. So I don't know
Like
why.
that.
Yeah,
Taking out
Jesus is the best donut you ever made.
So
There was a build up in the words that led to it, but like,
yeah, so,
and it rhymed. It wasn't a great song by any stretch of the imagination, but you
So
know.
at one point, me and AJ just look at each other. We both start laughing. So I just walk away from the camera down the hall. I'm like, I can't do this.
Right.
I like collect myself. I went back, and then AJ went down the hall. Like, but yeah. So that's
Yeah, I
what-
would not have been able to handle your.
I don't like ham for breakfast. To get back on topic,
Ham?
Oh no, I will say, two European breakfasts. Ham and cheese baguette is phenomenal.
What was that? Spain?
It's
that
made
was
in
Iceland,
France.
I think. Was it?
Like,
Oh no,
I
that
had
was
everywhere,
France. That was
honestly.
France. That
Mainly
was
France.
Yeah.
But there's a baguette.
I
that's
just
like
mean
this
ham.
Thin sliced, yeah.
Like some people eat like lunch, like ham, like not even like lunch meat ham, but like
Yeah.
like chunks of ham for breakfast.
I don't know.
Some countries do a lot
Day
of
after
meats for
Christmas,
breakfast.
I'd eat a chunk of ham.
Okay, well, I don't know.
And then also those bagel with cream cheese, another top tier one for me.
Yep.
And then I also have these like salmon, like smoked salmon breakfast sandwiches that I have. It's like smoked salmon, cream cheese, and spinach on a bagel. Oh my god, so good, so good.
I'm not a fish guy.
I know, but it's so good.
I was eating fish at Elkin's house because that's like a big Turkish thing.
Yeah.
I was eating fish on like bread, and that's just it. It's just like fish on bread, like pepper and salt.
I would love that.
I had to house it, dude. Like I had to. I felt so bad.
So like in Belgium, cheese is a big breakfast food.
I could rock
Like
with
literally cheese and like weird. I can't think of the type of bread it was called, but it was like almost like a toast, but it was like
Yeah.
smaller.
What Iceland like Danishes, like stuffed Danishes, not
Yeah.
Danishes, like stuffed croissants.
Yeah,
They'd be like a ham and cheese croissant.
yeah.
But like rather than like being cut in half or something, it would just be like just stuck inside the croissant basically.
There's a
Sounds
lot of good
crazy.
food. There was a
It
lot of
doesn't
good
sound
food in
that bad.
Iceland.
There was there.
Croissant would be
There
like
there
light.
wasn't
Yeah,
any
that
bad
could
food
be
in
good.
Iceland. There wasn't any bad food
No.
or
it.
France.
What's that called? A Kanoosh? Something.
It had a
something.
funny
Ganache or
name like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Like that.
I think
like-
it's French.
Yeah, a ham and cheese ganache or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Sounds
Somebody out
crazy.
there
I think
knows
we
what
didn't
we're
find
talking
any
about,
bad
and we
breakfast
sound
foods.
stupid.
We all like breakfast.
We guess
Yeah.
we're big old
Besides, like, the
breakfast people here.
beans, Like I
The
said.
beans, but I don't know anybody who's ever done
Besides
that. so-
British people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like hash browns?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
hash browns are good. Hash browns home
Hash
fries.
I don't think if I don't mean like I don't want
Woo!
anything. I think anything in that frozen department that you have to microwave all sucks. It's all F. But
You make
Homemade
homemade hash browns.
For
but
hash
if you
browns in
like
a
go to a
restaurant,
restaurant where they know how to make hash browns, but okay, here's my big one: hash browns or home fries.
hash browns.
I think home fries, if they're made right, are better.
If it's mom's home fries,
I don't
takes it.
I don't really like mom's home fries.
Oh, I think you're crazy.
The crispy ones or
Yeah,
the not the
crispy
soft
ones.
ones.
Every time I
No,
go
the
there,
crispy
they're always
ones.
soft. And I
you
say
gotta ask them
I
for the
say I
crisp.
want the
Well, then
crispy.
you gotta send them back, man. And it's and I like mom's. It's good, but I still miss like when it was over in the other place because I think there was a little bit. The ownership is very good. I like the people. I don't want to throw anybody in the bus, but I feel like it's a little bit. The food's a little bit different than it was when it was the other place.
It's the same
but-
people that own.
I forget. I like
Ice
going
cream
there. My
place.
mother goes all the time. She loves it there. They're
She's
nice
her grandma's
people,
there, like,
but
3 days a
the
week.
food's just a little bit different, and it's
Yeah.
not worse. It's just I just remember those breakfasts,
I don't know,
you know,
the-
with Papa and stuff.
Whenever I go there, the breakfast wrap with bacon tastes exactly the same as it did when I was
Oh,
like 7.
okay.
So I always enjoy my breakfast there.
I think I always get the number 7.
I wouldn't know what that is. I just get a breakfast
sure.
sandwich with
I don't think
peaches
I've
on the
ever
side.
ordered it by that. I just order what I want to eat when I go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 2
Can I have a
eggs.
cheeseburger?
2 toast.
I get a
Okay. Sure,
breakfast
we'll
wrap
make a
with
cheeseburger.
peaches every time. And apple juice.
French toast or French
Do I got any
toast
coffee
sticks?
drinkers in here? I know
drink
you're
coffee.
not.
No.
Yeah.
You drink coffee?
Yeah.
How do you drink? How do you take your coffee?
Quadruple cream, quadruple Splenda.
Usually 2 cream, 1 sugar, but
Okay.
I don't know if I'm feeling like.
So you're not a true double. You're a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
You can do anything from black to 3 and 3.
Okay.
Anyway.
Depends on your mood.
Yep. I can do
Because
anything.
you're
Also
what?
depends on the blend. Some
I'm-
blends a black
True.
isn't as good.
So
as
are you a
different one.
darker blend or a lighter blend?
If I want it black, darker blend.
Okay.
If it's a lighter, I won't want it black though.
Right.
Then
If
I
I
want
if
sugar
I
or
do
something.
like I do the blonde roast, like
Yeah.
that's my Starbucks blonde roast is my home coffee. But I only do like 1-in-1. Like
What
I
do you
just
get
do
from
like a
Tim's?
touch of cream. But if I do like a Pike's Peak or like a Pike's Peak or a darker, then I do
Yeah.
then I'm a double.
What do you get from Tim's?
I've tried to cut back on so I'm only 1-in-1. I don't do double anymore.
Their cream is strong. That's
That's
where
I
get it
kind of
from.
realized that I was drinking that cream's too much in that
It's
cream
thick.
for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it changed somewhat recently. I had to move down.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I felt it was getting too milky or
Yeah.
whatever like you want to call it. So
I
I
used
went
to
to
be
1-in-1. So.
Triple, but now double. I can't do triples.
I've
there.
been getting cafe mochas.
Those
Oh,
are
half
good.
hot chocolate.
Their other stuff is all good too. Like I really like to be honest, like if I see a Starbucks and I see a Tim's and I see like a Tim Hortons, I mean, what did I miss? Dunkin' Donuts. It really kind of depends on my mood, but I probably would go. I don't know. I think I'd probably go to Starbucks to get the blonde roast. I like the blonde roast.
You
the
like
best.
you like dark roast?
I like dark roast, but I don't like Dunkin' Donuts dark roast, and I don't like Tim's dark roast.
So yeah, I'd rather make it at home. Have you ever done like a Japanese drip style coffee?
No, but that
It's
sounds really cool.
So much stronger of a taste than
What is it,
a
like
normal.
espresso?
No, so it's literally just like your normal coffee machine. You have the, what's the wrapper called? I can't think
The
of it.
filter.
Yeah, the filter. You have your coffee beans in there. Hot water splashes on it, and it just fills it and it drains. It's the same thing, but it's more precise. You have to do it by hand. So you do one set. You fill it so like you dampen all of the beans. You let it sit for 30 seconds to a minute, and then you just slowly go over it and try to spread it out as much as you can. It takes like 5 minutes to make a cup.
That's amazing. That's
It
pretty
is
cool.
so much better.
That's pretty cool.
I did it once for iced coffee because you can drip it right over the ice, and just do more beans, and it was beautiful.
Or were you watching Last of Us when they were using like percolate when they were cooking the coffee like with
I haven't
percolator
watched it
style? They basically there's a scene where they're using like an old fashioned percolator, which was like it took a lot longer. But back in the day when you could like make coffee with a percolator, like they used to have the coffee thing. It was like you plugged it right in. It wasn't like a machine. It was like a coffee maker, like you think about now with a glass craft. It was like it was a thing you plugged in and you put the grounds in. You'd have to go away for like 20 minutes. But that coffee. Like, if you got it right out of when it first percolated, the problem was it would burn really easily. So, if you didn't drink it, like, right away, it would, like, taste burnt. But, man, a percolated cup of coffee, like, when it comes right when it's done, like, that's the way to make coffee. So,
All
Zach's,
of the
like,
newer
totally
ways
not
to make
interested in that.
I don't
coffees
like
are
warm
just,
drinks.
they're just worse because they're more meant for speed than anything.
Right.
So it just doesn't taste as good.
Yep.
That's why, like, any method that takes longer with coffee
That's a
is
good- no,
generally
you're right.
going to taste
You're right.
better.
and I think that's probably, like, ultimately, like, why I like to go to Starbucks, because I do feel like they are baristas.
It's
like-
expensive for a reason.
yeah.
It takes a little longer.
And there's nothing wrong with Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts, but, like,
Fuck Tim Hortons.
well, that's a personal matter. They're opening another one.
What?
Another
They're
one?
opening one next to Home Depot.
What the hell?
But the one on Hyde Park had a sign today that they're closed for 2 weeks because they don't have enough staff. So how are you going to staff the one by Home Depot?
Nobody wants to work at the one at Pine.
That's a fair point.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to work at Pine, but Home Depot I might.
Home Depot, like where in Home Depot? Like in the home next.
When
to
you
Home
go
Depot?
into the driveway, and there's a hotel there.
yeah,
It's gonna be
And
to
there's
the
that
left.
lot on the corner.
To the left?
Yeah. Like right on the corner of the street that goes in front of the movie
so they're
theater.
taking away parking basically and putting it to
No. When you're coming down Niagara Falls Boulevard, if you were coming from like say Niagara Falls High School to get on the thruway, going like if you're like almost like you're headed to Grandma's house, but you get on the thruway to go to Grand Island right there.
Yeah.
It's right there on the corner. If you miss the driveway to the movie theater and Home Depot, and then you don't go to whatever they call that street,
It's in front of the
Maker's
hotel.
Way or whatever they Builder's Way, whatever they call that road. There's a place many years ago. It was a gas station, like way before your time, but it hasn't been anything for years.
Oh, you're talking about coming off the throughway?
No, getting on the thruway.
Oh.
Bob Evans is on the other side where you get off.
Okay.
But the other side, if you were getting on the thruway,
I thought you were talking about that old gas station. Like
no,
by getting
right
off.
across from that, across
yeah,
from
I
that
know
old
what you're
gas
talking about. I
station.
just thought for a
There's
second
nothing
what
there
it said.
except the big sign that there's like a big like sign there.
So it's in front of the hotel.
It's
Days
next to
Inn
the
or
hotel.
whatever.
There's the driveway into Home Depot is in the way.
Yeah, so you're
It's
driving
between
in
it, so,
Tim
yeah.
Hortons hotel.
Right.
So close to the other one though.
Not really.
Not really.
Where's just the next Tim Hortons is all the way up by Ollie's.
Yeah.
Or all the
Yeah,
way back
that's-
to
that's
the
like a mile down the road.
Yeah, that's how Tim Hortons works, man. It's the Canadian
They gotta
business
get close
model.
to Starbucks, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the Starbucks is always
Because
busy.
all theirs are far from the
Yeah.
throughway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
have the Starbucks and the Dunkin'
Yeah.
across the street from the Starbucks
Right.
there too.
Dang, there's gonna be all three
Yeah, well,
within a
All we
half
need is a
mile.
spot coffee
And if
and
you
we're all
drive
set
down-
to go.
We do have a spot.
If you drive
coffee.
down,
I
Target,
love.
down a mile,
I'm just gonna say it right
there's a
now.
Starbucks.
If you've never been to a Spot Coffee, just go to a Spot Coffee. They're,
like
they're all
downtown,
over Western New
isn't it?
York. They're all good. They're all
I
cool.
like the vibes in there.
The vibe's cool. The food's good. The Mike sandwich is really good. They got scrambled eggs. You can get I think they have waffles. You can get anything there. Their coffee's really good. It's a great local business. There's ones in Buffalo. There's ones in the suburbs. There's one in downtown Niagara Falls. Obviously, that's the one I go to. I love going to that. I go there all the time.
I went to the one in Buffalo.
There's one right on
know
Elmwood.
there's
There's
still
one
like the-
downtown. There's a bunch of them. I think they have like 4 or 5.
We went to one when I was getting surgery because we were out in Buffalo all
Oh,
the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
would just take my time before I went back to school. We would
Right.
just go get food every time.
Where's the one in
Um,
downtown? It's right next to the Red Coach.
It's next to the Red Coach right before the bridge to Goat Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's right down on the right there.
Ain't bad.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, because we're getting Moe's too.
We're getting a Moe's and
We're
a
getting two
and
Moe's,
W
technically.
A&W, yeah.
and an
Yeah.
A&W.
Yeah.
I'm excited. We're getting some new stuff to
Yeah,
try.
some good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't mind Moe's. I just wouldn't drive extra time to get
I
Moe's.
love
Is the
Moe's.
difference.
I do love Chipotle though.
I'd rather have Chipotle. That's my thing. I'd rather have Chipotle, and Moe's is a 25-30 minute drive. So, although, if you want to win money, ladies and gentlemen, just bet on all the Moe's hot player of the weeks with the Sabres, because typically one of them always scores whenever they're listed.
Really?
So usually you
I
get
swear,
50% off
every
at
game I
Moe's.
watch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always one of the most hot players scores. Almost always.
If you're ever in Moe's, just mention that anyways, even if you have no idea, because you got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
And they probably don't even know.
No, they probably don't either. They'll probably say, oh, okay.
Sure.
Here you
They
go.
probably don't care. They probably just deal with it every day after. A
Tage
game.
Thompson scored.
Oh,
Give
wow,
me a
again?
burrito.
Here you go.
Give me my burrito 50% off. That's what it is.
That's pretty good.
I don't know if the
I
Niagara
like
Falls
that.
location would participate in that technically. I don't know if it's too far away.
I
or
think
not,
if part
but-
of the chain, it's probably all
The
of
Buffalo
them.
tri-state area.
Buffalo tri-state area. The tri-state area. What tri-states? What states? What are the other two states you're referencing?
Ontario.
Ontario
That's a
and
Providence.
Ontario and Canada.
And Ontario.
Ontario, Canada, and New York.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
drink my Figo.
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
All right.
This was much more of like just a casual talk podcast.
I know, this
kinda
was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
Someday Zach will learn the error of his ways and drink coffee.
No.
One
Beer's
day
enough
I'll
for me.
return to the drink of the
I'm
week.
just going to say this. You came home one time relatively recently within the last 2-3 years and told me that I was right about beer.
Well, beer's different. I don't like hot drinks in general.
I'm just going to say,
Nobody said nothing about iced coffee.
yeah, you could have iced
not-
coffee. But I will say that I was right about the beer, and I predict that someday I'll be right about the coffee. I've said it here.
I'm with you.
More likely to drink. Actually, no, I hate tea too. I just like
Well,
iced
tea's terrible, but
tea sucks. It's just dirty water.
there's times that a cup of tea is nice, but in general, I'm not having a cup of tea.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have a Ted Lasso arc and I'll go from hating
Brown
tea
water.
to liking.
You don't really
he doesn't
drink
even-
this
He doesn't
stuff.
like
You
tea.
don't really
He
drink
doesn't
this
like
stuff,
tea.
do you?
I'll be on Ted Lasso.
I like
arc
all
and
the
I like
lines
tea.
about the tea, how it's like
Yeah.
you don't really drink this stuff. It's just like a thing that you could pretend to do when Americans are around, and then you just don't drink it when we're not around, right?
I love it.
He's great, man.
Yeah.
He's got a new show that he's a writer for.
Is he?
Yeah,
Well,
there's a-
I think he kind of.
he's not
he
on the
changed
show.
his
It's
career.
on. I forget what it's called. And it's like it's a Harrison Ford's on it as like a
Oh, really?
yeah, like somehow we got Harrison Ford to be on the show. I can't think of it. It's like it's counseling. He's a writer for the show. He's the comedic writer for the show, and he's like one of the producers.
think
And
I've
they
seen
went what?
I think I seen a trailer for that.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford plays. So they were joking about let's try to get Harrison Ford, and it turned out he was in London because he was filming some independent film called Indiana Jones or something. So, so that's the joke the actor made. And he was, if you've ever seen the guy do his interview, he's just all smiles and he's laughing. He's like, so like I went and I just met him at his hotel, and he was like, yeah, I want to be in your show. And he's like, are we talking about the same show? He was like, and they signed up, and he was like, yeah. And then he just went and the guy was just super excited. He goes, I got Indiana Jones to be on my show, like so.
Well,
but
it's just, you could tell he's just like a genuine like down to earth guy, and it's like now he got like a role in like he's Hercules for Marvel, and now he's got that going for him.
He
too.
seems like a genuine guy that's really just thrilled that he's
Yeah.
been able to have this level of success.
Well, I think that's what everybody on Ted Lasso is. It's like just everybody's like basically like just whenever because all those people like they clean sweep the Emmys like 2 years ago, or whatever it was, basically, and pretty much everybody's like, thank you, Jason, today, because you you literally changed my life, you changed my career. Like I never would have been successful without you. Like literally every single one of them was like said the same thing. Basically.
Well, he was talking about
Like-
and he was talking about like how much he learned on Ted Lasso, so he could be producer
Yeah.
for his own show. So I think like not that he's on that show,
because like
but,
he gave him credit. He's like not only for letting me be on the show, but letting me be a writer for the show as well and stuff.
Yeah, they were
Like,
asking him. He was in the writers' room, and they were all kind of scared of him. He goes like, and he's like a really happy dude. He's like, but
He just
like,
swears a lot.
he says like when I'm in the writer's room, like they would look at me if they had an idea for my character, and then they would know if I didn't like it. And he goes, I didn't realize what I do. He goes, he was talking about his eyebrows. He goes, and I realized that for whatever reason, when I don't like something, I look down, but then it makes me look like I'm mad. So because when he looks down, his eyebrows just give him that look like he's giving you that dirty look like he does on the show. So he realized that was kind of like, that was a great way for acting. So it's kind of, when he tells the story, he's just giggling and laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
And he was on the Muppets, he was on Sesame Street, the one thing, and talking about his favorite word, which was hilarious.
His career's taking off.
So good for him.
Yeah.
Seems like a nice guy.
But thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Matt Johnson, bicp.com, and, of course, Emerge. I don't really know what else to say. Follow the Instagram. I know you're not going to, but follow the Instagram. Zach's eating his mic. But, yeah, we'll talk to you guys hopefully next week. I can't guarantee anything, as you know.
I'm infected by the fungus.
Okay, we got to go. I'll see you later. We'll see you next time.
There's a good chance of a first appearance by me next week.
If you stick around.